This is the Global Digest think tank group. Dr. Sima, you said you are expertise in marginalized minority. So what is issue you have experienced you are dealing?
In my PhD thesis, I actually focused on Baloch minority in Pakistan and how they are being treated and what their grievances. Actually, it was, like intersectional approach. I mean, I applied there because it was not only minority issue or marginalization, but I also looked at it from power politics lens. So, I mean, how the U.S. China rivalry in the background and how this power tussle is impacting this very issue of Baloch people and their separatist movement. But currently, I'm working on minorities in India. So how they are being impacted after BJP came into power since 2014, and what are like, I mean, how the whole fabric, social fabric of India, which was very secular earlier, but now it has transformed into more theological state where Hindu nationalism is, dominating and squishing the space for other minorities, including Muslims, Sikhs, and Christians, and of course, the social caste, which is one of the stratifications within Hindu community, Hindu religion, but then it is also being marginalized. So you can say that from Pakistan, I'm moving towards India right now.
I see. So you have experience about a large minority in Pakistan, as well as you are currently developing or research development in Indian minority in India. So in case of Baloch minority in Pakistan, what they have issue, for example, they are minority in terms of ethnicity, or they are minority in terms of religions, or how did you find it?
It's a minority in terms of ethnicity because, South Asian states, India and Pakistan, these are the states which do not accommodate one single, majority. So there are so many other minorities. In both scenarios, in India, it is the religious minority we talk about more because of the Hindu nationalism, I mean, Hindu religion. But when it comes to Pakistan, religiously, it's 97% they are Muslims. So it's not about the religion when we are talking about the Lord people. But in terms of ethnicity, yeah, they're different. But again, it's if we trace the origin of all the ethnicities in Pakistan, they few of them they have their same origin as Baloch people claim to have one. So I mean, it's very hard to define Baloch identity, I mean, they claim themselves to be from Arab descent. Then we do have some other groups within Pakistan also claim to be from Arab descent. Then they claim, I mean, they are Muslims, rest of Pakistan is Muslim. And they are Sunnis, and Sunni sect is in dominance in Pakistan. So the Sunni sect is in majority. They speak different language, but they speak Urdu as well. Similarly, in rest of Pakistan, they speak different languages, but the common language to speak, or the lingua franca we can say, is Urdu. The issue, although being highlighted as an ethnic issue, but the marginalization is not on the basis of ethnicity. It has its colonial legacy. It is not limited to Baloch. It is actually spread over across the country, whether they are Sindhis or whether they are Pashtuns. Because of the population size, Punjabis are in majority, and they dominate the political and the political framework, and then also they dominate the civil bureaucracy. They dominate the military bureaucracy. By virtue of their
Punjabi and Sikh, what it's both are ethnicity or religion?
No.
Can you carry?
Sikhs are from different religions. They identify themselves as Punjabi because they live in Indian Punjab.
Sikh mean religion.
Yes, Sikh is a religious identity.
I see. So most of Punjabi are Sikh.
No.
Or everybody, Punjabi,
Sikhs are
everybody.
Punjabi. No. It's otherwise. So Sikhs are Punjabi, but not most of the Punjabis are Sikhs. Sikhs are Punjabi, by all means.
I see.
But
So
the people who are living in Punjab, in Indian side of Punjab, they are from different religions. They are Hindus, they are Muslims. Same is the case in Pakistan. We do have Punjab, the Western Punjab, which we have, and they are all Muslims.
I see. So Sikh religion is belong to only Punjabi, but all Punjabi are not Sikh.
Yeah, because Sikhs are based in Punjab. Punjab is a territory, like it's Punjab is a name of the region. So prior to partition, that region was you can say it was a province under British India. So it was divided into Eastern Punjab and the Western Punjab. So Western Punjab was dominant, the dominant population size was Muslim. So it acceded to Pakistan, the new dominion. But the Western Punjab, which is it is not all Sikhs living in Punjab. Sikhs are Punjabi by virtue of living in there because Punjabi is a language. When I say Punjabi, so it's a language speaking, Punjabi speaking people. When I say Punjab, within Punjab, there are so many other religions living in India and they speak Punjabi, but they are not all Sikhs.
So in Pakistan, majority are Punjabi.
Because of the population size, yes.
I see.
Because more than 60% of the Pakistani population size is from Punjab.
I see. And most are Muslim.
Oh, yeah, most of them are Muslim. Like it's 97%, rather it's 97% plus in all together in Pakistan are Muslims. Sikhs in Pakistan, surprisingly, they live in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, which is a Pashtun-dominated area. So they are based there largely. Whatever we have a very nominal, presence of Sikhs in Pakistan, but they are in they live in KP, the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa region. No, they speak Pashto.
I see. Pashto is closer to Afghanistan.
Yes.
I see. But Baloch is closer to.
It is half of it. The southern Balochistan is bordering Iran, but the northern Balochistan is bordering Afghanistan. So the longest border with Afghanistan is actually half of it is with Balochistan, within Balochistan. So that's why this area is very always, the turbulence within this region is because of Afghanistan.
So Baloch has the most persecuted in Pakistan, or how can you say?
No, not the Baloch. See, it is which lens you are looking at. Persecution in Pakistan, I believe, is a religious minority, Ahmadiyya. So they are more persecuted. But in terms of marginalization, when we are talking in international relations and political science, each word has its different meaning. It has a very vast meaning. So persecution, by all means, is with Ahmadiyya community, which is a religious minority. They claim themselves to be Muslims, but as per Pakistani constitution, they are not Muslims because of some differences in their faith. However, when it comes to Baloch people, and that's what I have discussed in my book also, the marginalization is not limited to Baloch people only, but since that area, that territory where these people are living, is a vortex of power politics. It was earlier Russian, between Soviet Union and the America before Cold War, and now it is China and USA. So that's why it gets more eminence if we apply the same, you can say, template in rest of Pakistan, the Saraiki belt, the southern Punjab belt, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa belt, erstwhile Fata, which is like bordering Afghanistan, and then interior Sindh, they all are facing the same marginalization. When we say Punjabi, uh, actually, because the people who know Pakistan, they know it is, we are referring to actually central Punjab. It's the elite central Punjab region, um, which is, if somebody listens to me who is familiar with Pakistan and India, they would clearly realize what I'm talking about, the GT Road, Grand Trunk Road, which was being, built before partition during Muslim rule in India. So that road, which is that GT road, that politics, because of the population size, the number of constituencies lies in these in this region, they dominate the whole entire politics. If somebody wins from this region, from this district, means they can form the government. So only these people are the, and you can say, privileged class, from the privileged class, or who have more stakes in power or who have more access to powerful corridor. Rest of Pakistan, including Baloch, they are marginalized. But considering Balochistan is an area where it is a vortex of proxy wars, it is a vortex of power politics. That's why it gets more eminence. And then, when it comes to any conflict, identity is the best tool to instrumentalize that conflict and to highlight the issue. So that's how this is like when this Baloch issue is very, very you can say significant in international relations when we're discussing marginalization. And also since 1948, when they exceed the Baloch territory, that territory when it, Kalat, not the entire Balochistan, few of the contested areas in the Kalat Agency and three princely states, Haran, Makran, and Asfela, when they acceded to Pakistan in 1948, few of the tribal leaders therein, they revolted. And that tussle since then until now continues, like Kashmir problem. But in Kashmir, the issue is religion, because Kashmiris are largely Muslims. But in here, it is not. I mean, it's a very complex situation. People from outside, they think that the entire Balochistan is asking for separate an independent state. It is not the entire Balochistan. It's the southern part of Balochistan. But again, since as I said earlier, and I'll keep on saying this again and again, because that's the area where which lies within that zone where power politics is going on, a U.S.-China rivalry. So that's why, and it's adjacent to Balochistan. It's bordering, Afghanistan. So that's why it gets more eminence. And
So
yeah,
by the way, Balochistan, you said they belong from Arab, or I, I I don't know, because they are border with Iran. Isn't they closer to the Persian?
no, even within, okay, the Iranian side of Balochistan at the time of partition, when you did decolonization, it is all, we should all thank British,
Right.
colonialism, which
Uh,
has left so many, conflicts in all the decolonized states. So when they left this region, South Asia region, they divided Balochistan into three states, within three states actually distributed that territory to Afghanistan, Iran, and Pakistan. So we have a Baloch area in Afghanistan, we have a Baloch area in Iran, we have a Baloch area in Pakistan. So the only issue which is being highlighted in international relations or international affairs is always the Balochistan, which is within Pakistan. The area within Iran, it's also very marginalized. But then the conflict in that region, that because Baloch are Sunnis, the sectarian, divide within Islamic religion is Sunnis and Shias. Rest of the dominant sect in Iran is Shia. It is a very small proportion that is limited in Sistan and Balochistan. The name of the province in Iran is Sistan and Balochistan. That they are Sunnis and they are being marginalized. And they're the same people are being, the identity, they have changed the identity. It's a sectarian identity there. The same people in Pakistan, they have ethnic identity there. But the same people in Afghanistan, they feel no issue because rest of Afghanistan is also very marginalized. So, I mean, they all are poor. When you have a comparison to make, only then you realize, okay, some other group is, flourishing, they are progressing, but we are not. Basically, it's the economic development, the developmental aspects and the progress, or you can say their fair share in the national kitty, which they are not getting. That's why they are resenting because,
They
and they
they
are very.
speak Arabic language or what language?
No, 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 no. They speak Balochi and Parabi and Urdu.
It's not similar with Arabic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They claim that they have Arab descent, and same is the case with other people in Pakistan. Most of them they claim that you don't know. We haven't checked the DNA. When you check the DNA, the result is totally different. But they claim to be from Arab descent. They claim to migrate from Syria, whereas in rest of the Pakistan, there are so many groups who also claim the same.
I see.
So claim something, I can claim that I came from, Greece. So it's okay. My claim, it doesn't hold any significance. Basically, my ancestors, my paternal side is from Afghanistan. My
Right.
maternal side is from Punjab. So I'm a fusion of both. So
What is
that's why
the
my
name?
surname is Khan.
The name of your ethnic group? Pashto?
Pashtun is not who has surname Khan. All Khans are not Pashtuns. Pashtun, what they say or what they claim, who can speak Pashto language. I cannot speak Pashto. So I'm not Pashtun, but I am Pathan. I mean, it's a very intricate, it's a very, you can say, interesting when you dissect it further. So Khan means that we belong to KP area or Afghanistan. That's for sure. But not necessarily we are Pashtun because Pashtuns are only those people who can speak Pashto. I cannot. So I'm not. My father
So
used to say, claim to be Pashtun.
most who has Khan name is they are ancestor from Afghanistan.
Yes, either Afghanistan, because the current Khyber Pakhtunkhwa which we have was also part of Afghanistan. So yeah. So
And
my grandfather was also from Afghanistan. My grandfather from my mother's side was from Punjab. So Mother's Day prevails. So my mom prevailed. So we don't, we can't speak Pashto. We can't speak Punjabi either.
I see. So you said Punjabi are majority in Pakistan,
Yes.
and there are also Punjabi in India. Do you mean
Yes.
when you talk about India, Punjabi minority in India, those Punjabi willing to join with Pakistan as one country from
No,
India?
no, no, no. They don't want to join Pakistan. Rather, there are few claims within India that they want to actually annex the Punjab from Pakistan side. So they don't want to join Pakistan because religiously they're different.
I
So the
see.
whole purpose of this partition was it was being that Muslims should have their own separate homeland. So the objective which were being presented to the people by then that the British India was divided into two countries, and the reason for that was being presented the religion. So the Hindu majority areas were given were the current India, and the Muslim majority areas are what we have in Pakistan. So in Punjab side, of course, no, they don't want.
See,
And
they
then
don't want Pakistan. I mean, Sikkim in Northeast, they also Sikh religion, or what is their religion?
no,
Also, you said the Kashmir problem, those Kashmir are Punjabi or what is their ethnicity,
Kashmiri.
right?
No, Kashmiris are not Punjabi. They have their own language, Kashmiri language. They are not Punjabis. Uh, it was a separate princely state which had its separate arrangement during British regime. But at the time of decolonization, when British Viceroy, asked for accession to whichever dominion they wanted to have, uh, Kashmir was always ruled by Muslims, but then at that point of time, it was a Hindu prince who was ruling that valley, that Kashmir valley, and he voted in favor of India because being Hindu, and India was because Hindu majority state. And since but the people of Kashmir, they revolted at the same time. They wanted to be with Pakistan because of the religious identity, and then the contiguity of the border, because it is very it is the same border. So that border area between Pakistan and India, we do have half of the Kashmir area. They have half of the Kashmir area. So the borderline is not recognized internationally. We identify it as line of control, where it's not an international border as per international law. It's just a disputed territory where both countries have their own claim. So yeah, it's still going on, and you never know. But in 2019, India unilaterally it abrogated the constitution. Prior to that, it was separate. It has separate identity, the Kashmir Valley. Yeah, but then they abrogated the Article 371, which was allowing them to have a separate identity. Now it is now as per Indian Constitution, which Pakistan of course denies and does not agree to. It's part of their union. It's like any other state. Look, we have so many Kashmiris in Pakistan.
I see.
Because at the time of this dispute and the wars and then when the Hindu Raja he voted for the accession with India, they migrated to Pakistan. And since we have half of the Kashmir Valley with us, which we say Azad Jammu and Kashmir, so ethnically, yeah, it's a different ethnicity. They speak different languages, but they are predominantly they are Muslims. So the commonality is the religion.
I see. So the story is you said most the people in Kashmir they are Muslim and they want to join Pakistan, but
Yes.
the ruler in Kashmir at that time, those powerful ruler, they are most are Hindu, then remain in India. So the population and the ruler are different opinions in Kashmir.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I see. So now it's the dispute between Pakistan and India.
Oh, yeah, it's a dispute, and yeah, it is still a dispute. It's just still a dispute.
So that is a India-Pakistan situation. Religious-wise, it was divided, and also there were many ethnicity in those countries.
It's more, look, India and Pakistan, they got independence in the name of religion. But since day one, India has never recognized Pakistan as an independent state. So there are so many other reasons. The conflict continues. And now, when we talked earlier about Balochistan, so they say that infiltration in Kashmir, or the independence movement in Kashmir, is because Pakistan is supporting them. So therefore, they are supporting Baloch people. So it's a quid pro quo thing. So it's a very as a student from outside, we see and we can make a comparison, but when we go inside and stay there, then it's very difficult for the people. But then what is happening in Kashmir, there's no less marginalization is occurring in Balochistan, but the problem in Pakistan, and the difference between India and Pakistan,
right,
that India is a democracy, although it's an authoritarian democracy. I do have a serious observation, a serious concern about Indian style of democracy. But in Pakistan, it's either the military regime or military supported political government. So, because of not having the democratically elected people, the issues and the conflicts and the problems they are persistent there. And all the complaints which village people used to have, and they still have, is now actually it has now spread over all over Pakistan, even to Punjabis. And now the issue is that there is a political party in Pakistan, Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, since the military government is in clash with that party. So that's why they're trying to suppress it. And because of, by virtue of population size, of course, Punjabis are more. And most of the Punjabis, they are with PTI, including, and PTI has strong support from Balochistan, from KP area, from Sindh, the other provinces, even from Azad Jammu and Kashmir, the Gilgit-Baltistan, the Kashmir region. So this is the party which has support all over Pakistan. But since the military people, military generals, they are not in favor of that party, so they are crushing it. So now the phenomena which was happening or limited only within Balochistan, where there were missing persons, where there were brutal killing of the people by the law enforcement agencies, is actually has spread over all over Pakistan. So they are applying the same template, same tactic everywhere in rest of Pakistan to crush that political, movement.
Right. It is funny India continent because as you said, it's basic issue, the division between India and Pakistan is based on religion. So including Pakistan at the time, East Pakistan is Bangladesh also Muslim, so they are divided. After division Muslim and Hindu, later East Pakistan, now Bangladesh and the Pakistan divided again is based on ethnicity again, right? So initially divided religious wise, and then East Pakistan was divided ethnicity, Bengali in East
It was
Pakistan,
like
right?
the issue by then was also again raised that it was Punjabi domination. But when you closely monitor or closely investigate the issue of Bangladesh or secession of Bangladesh, which was East Pakistan, it was not only one factor. There were so many factors. If you just look at the map, Pakistan was 1,000 kilometers. The current Pakistan, the contemporary Pakistan, is 1,000 kilometers away from that region.
Right.
And it was in between, it was to India, for the rival state. So it was not only the marginalization from Western Pakistan, but it was also the involvement of India. So it was, whenever there is a creation of a state or any new event happened in the international world or international arena, it is not one single factor which is you can say which can be highlighted, which can be taken into consideration. There are so many other factors. So it was geopolitics then, it is geopolitics now. So let's see. And then right now, India is in a very strong position because India is being supported by USA to contain China. So the whole power dynamics within the region are from Western bloc are favoring India because they all want to contain China. But after Trump has come into power, now even the Europe is thinking because Trump has introduced so many tariffs on Europe and all other countries. So these are very interesting timings. Let's see how will it go because now the EU is having different dimension with China. Let's see how will it go because Trump has recently introduced so many tariffs. So it's all economic. On the front, it looks like political issue, but in the background, it is always economic.
Right. In terms of East Pakistan, division between West Pakistan is its main issue is huge gap between East and West Pakistan, right? And in the middle, India is sitting.
Not main issues, but one of the issues. Because Pakistan came into being in 1947, a very new state, which did not have any administrative experience, any constitutional history. Pakistan as a state was a new creation in that area. India did have a legacy, but in Pakistan did not. So, and then it was again the initial setup was being dictated, orchestrated, manipulated by the then British government. So when you study it further, I mean, we can't just, embrace, discuss, or you can cover the whole dynamics, what has happened by then. But yeah, huge difference. 1,000 kilometer was one of the, you can say, biggest issue between the two newly emerged, newly independent, or no, newly created states. I am in I'm like international relations, so I must say that we have a very renowned faculty, and our research in. I'll just focus on my area, my school, in humanities and social sciences. We ranked among top 10 within Australia. Our ranking is very strong, so yeah, even internationally, we are recognized. Yeah, I can't say that it's number one in the world, but it's not less than. Um, it is. I think it's
Well,
in
top 10
top.
in Australia.
Yeah, it is in top 10. I am teaching international conflict analysis. I'm teaching human rights in world politics. I'm teaching human rights itself. Like one unit is like through the lens of international politics, and one where we are discussing human rights and their marginalization. And then I'm also teaching global political economy, which did actually looks into the US-China rivalry. So, I mean, everything which is happening in this world now is through that lens. And currently, I have started a new unit, which is a comparison of Australian policies with Nordic states, what we say normally the Scandinavian states, including Finland. So, yeah, it's a mix of IR subjects, and I'm enjoying it very much.
I see. So, Australia itself, it has its own, a lot of indigenous minority. So I'm not sure Australian government, Australian uh, pay attention on human rights, indigenous rights, ethnic rights, or they pay more attention outside Australia, like in Asia, India or Pakistan, those minorities in those areas. How 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 did you see what is Australian policy?
Okay, as an immigrant, I see Australia is, and not only as an immigrant, but also as an Australian citizen.
So you know very well, I guess.
Yes. So Australia is in Western Bloc. Australia is US ally, very strong, like very strong ally.
Right.
So most of the policies which are being made or which are being introduced are, influenced or impacted whatever decision is being made in White House. But our territorial contiguity is with China, so a lot of trade with China, a lot of international students from China, but then India is also there. So
Right.
now we have the largest population, the migrant population is from India. It's like when I came here back in 2007, it was very hard to find, somebody from my ethnic background. So I do have also an Indian ethnic background if we consider like ourselves as an Indian from that part of South Asia. But now it is, you can see more um, what we call here brown people than the white people. It's the population